Best for last. The best game of the quarterfinals for last. Dan, welcome back. I won't talk too much.
Nah, this is your team.
Nah,
The people know that I don't even like Bayern, so make sure
I don't think
get
the
it
people
started,
know
bro.
that. The way you were moving, I don't think people know that.
I released a whole video. This is how much I hate Bayern. I made a video talking about Whitecaps, and I managed to bring up Bayern. Yes, I made a video about Whitecaps, and I managed to bring up Bayern, and somebody commented about it. So go ahead, take it away, bro. Take it away, bro. Byron, the hate is not even personal. It's one sided. If anything, it's one sided. I just hate y'all for that loss, bro. That's it. The game that actually I never watched the game. Actually, I've never watched that game. No clips,
Hate
nothing.
you.
Just straight box score. I've never
You.
seen that clip. Never saw that game. Never saw a clip. It just hate. But take it away, bro. Take it away.
All right, guys. So for the best game of the quarterfinals, obviously we have Bayern versus Real Madrid. Guys, for the first time since 2013, if I'm not mistaken, we have lost back to back to Bayern. I can't believe we actually lost to Bayern. I haven't lost to Bayern in a while, bro. It's been so long since Real Madrid lost to Bayern. So us losing to them now just shows how down bad we are. Ronaldo would have never let this happen in his prime. Like after 2013, after that losing that semi-final, Ronaldo promised us a Champions League. I'll never forget. In 2012 or 2013? One of those years. So either 2012 or 2013. 2013, I think. One of those years. So after losing, Ronaldo actually promised us a Champions League, right? And then we all know the rest. But guys, the year is 2026. And
Yes,
now,
that's what I'm waiting for. Are we gonna? Yeah, let's talk about the players and know what happened.
and now,
Because like I said, I watched the game, obviously, but maybe we had a different viewing experience. When you go to the movie theaters, you watch a movie, you get a different experience as a viewer. So you tell me the experience that you had. You let me know what the experience you had. But yeah, let me know if it was 3D, maybe it was 1D, maybe it was 4D, maybe what experience you had? What type of performance you saw from your team, your allegedly favorite
for
team?
the second leg, Arda Güler was my man of the match.
Nah,
He,
shoot, I
he
think
almost
Mano was
gave, he almost gave Muller, he almost gave Muller a run for his money because that was some good stuff. He had us believing. I'm not gonna lie, he had me believing. I know every neutral that was also watching was going like, "Wow, what a game!" It was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It was a good game. Good way to go out. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh my god, we got destroyed." That was actually a good end-to-end game until that red card and everything just went thrown away. But again, trophyless once again due to this game. Of course, this was the dagger. This was the last dagger that we needed, and then just this was like a stab right in the stomach, and then just killed our dreams and hopes of even making it to a semi-final, let alone a Champions League final. As you can see, I'm very emotional. I'm still thinking about this game. I don't want to show my eyes because I feel like some tears might come out. So
I obviously, I got another question. So, like, what do you think is the problem? What do you think is this the better team won and then you go again next season? But like, what was the issue? Like, what's the problem?
definitely the better team. Bayern finished second in the league phase. They've been in form all season. You even said it. You called it already. You said they have a high chance of winning the Champions League. So you see them actually being the team to contend. You saw them as contenders for the Champions League. So that's props to you for that because you called it already.
You got. I'm one of the biggest haters, so I gotta know my hater, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, for sure.
But yeah, what's the issue? Is this because obviously you guys know you guys signed Mr. Mbappe? one of the top 5 best players in the world, allegedly. You got Vinicius.
I mean, Mbappe he did his thing though. He scored. He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
The
but
thing is just the team.
what's the issue? What's the issue? What's the issue? If your best player is doing his thing, then what's the issue?
The team is just not clicking. Something's off.
What is off, bro?
There's so many things that are off, but we don't know where to start. That's the problem. You don't know where to begin. Like when there's so many issues going on, you don't know where exactly to begin. That's the issue. That's the problem. Well, that's more than a problem. That's the problems. There's too many problems. So then you don't see when there's too many problems in the team, it's very hard to just pinpoint an issue because you can go blaming the manager and then you bring in a manager and then you can blame a player. You replace that player with another player that could be worse than that player. So you never really know until you finally figure it out. So as of right now, we haven't figured out what the issue is, and we will keep suffering until then. So unfortunately, and maybe until next season, but we'll see.
So that's what I'm trying to figure that out because what needs to happen? Like what needs to change? Does the coach needs to leave? Does Mbappe needs to leave? There's
I don't see our Arbeloa staying. I think we're getting a new manager.
I think it's a great manager. I think Jeff. I think he should stay.
No, he came just to be an interim manager, man.
No, me personally, I think if you guys want to like compete next season for multiple trophies in the league, obviously because you guys haven't won that in a while, I think you should keep him. I'm a big fan. He's one of my favorite managers right now in the world. He might be, other than Arteta, he might be my number 2 favorite manager right now. At the moment. To be fair, he actually has not been bad if you really think about it since he came. Like in terms of like the big games. Can you tell us what the first game that he managed?
He's the opposite. Wasn't he going on a little run like winning these games?
No, I just want to know what's the first game that he managed.
Okay, that was the first game against Albacete. That was, like you said, his first game. You said it yourself. That was his first game. Yeah, you said it yourself. So he wasn't fully settled in yet. And then he finally got settled in. Mbappe was injured. Look at that run we went on. A lot of people would say, oh, we play better when Mbappe is injured. I don't get it. I generally don't understand. Mbappe has been our best player, goal scorer, and everything. So it's going to the point where I don't even
it's not his fault. It's not Mbappe's fault.
Everyone has opinion.
We gotta figure. I'm trying to figure out whose fault it is. What's the problem? What's the issue? Do you gotta buy new players?
There's too many egos are clashing. I think the issues are egos. Too many egos are clashing. Too many players that are feeling entitled.
That means somebody gotta go because Vinicius he wants to get paid.
A rebuild needs to happen with new players that are hungry. Basically, is what I see. I think I'm seeing that. Me personally. If they ask me pick between Mbappe and Vinicius, just because I've seen Vinicius do it all, I personally will keep Mbappe just because I feel like Mbappe. No, listen.
The guy that again, Mr. 15 Champions League, the guy that has put in shift, he's giving y'all some of the best performances in the Champions League. You're gonna get rid of him for the new guy.
You're not getting the point. You're not getting my point.
I see what y'all, bro.
You're not getting the point, Dan.
Yeah, you're cheating. You guys are cheating on the pool boy, and you're
listen, Dan. Listen,
okay.
Dan, listen.
I see that.
If you ask me, like, be honest. If you ask me, for example, would you rather gamble on Vinicius staying? Because Vinicius, we can all see it. The ego is getting crazy now. Because he knows, he's won us the Champions League. He's done it all. He's doing this. He's won La Liga. He's won everything. So he feels like. There's nothing really much to do because he's technically already done what he came to do. He's done his purpose. He's done his mission. Obviously, he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. I feel like that was the last straw to completely just shatter his dreams. Ever since that happened, I think that's when everything just went downhill for him. And he hasn't been able to fully bring himself back up, like to bounce back from that. Unfortunately, it's the sad reality. But so now. You have 2 players. You have Mbappe. We all see it. Me personally, I know Mbappe is very, very hungry. He's reminding me of when Vinicius was hungry to win us a Champions League. That's the same mentality Mbappe is on right now. He wants to win something. He wants to win a Champions League. He wants to win trophies for Real Madrid. But now you have a guy that wants to win trophies versus a guy that has already won trophies and he has a big ego, then when those two meet, they clash. So it's not working. And they both play in the same position. So what does that mean? One of them has to go. But who would I rather want to have right now? Obviously, I pick the guy that is very, very hungry and he's very, very like he's driven, like he has a very high driven goal of winning a Champions League, and because he's never actually won it. Do you know how crazy that would be for Mbappe to win a Champions League? Like he would be so happy. We can all see it. He clearly wants a Champions League. That's what he wants. More than even anything else. I can see it. We all see it. He wants a Champions League. So if you ask me who would you rather want to keep as of right now, based on current performances, I'm keeping Mbappe, unfortunately. I love Vinny. Vinny is one of my favorite players. I love Vinny with all my heart. But as of right now, the hunger is not showing me that Vinny wants to keep pushing for it. Like he's not showing me that he wants to keep fighting for his spot. All he's showing me is he's won everything. He's won his Champions League. He's won his La Ligas, and now he has this ego to him. And I'm starting to see it. I can actually see what people are saying. I don't really like it.
So basically, you're saying is Vinicius is the only player on that team that has an ego. It's no one else. It's just Vinicius.
The point. Mbappe has an ego too, but then it's like when
I'm asking questions, bro.
When you put two players with a big ego, they clash. So one of them has to go. But if one of them were to go, I would pick Mbappe over Vinicius because Mbappe is more like he has a hunger to him right now that Vinicius doesn't have. But it's like imagine this. Imagine Vinicius saying he will do it 10 times more, but Mbappe comes and does it more than him. That's how you know there's an issue. There's an issue when the guy that was not even in the Ballon d'Or top 5 comes and he's playing way better than you.
I just feel like as Vinicius, as a guy that's putting work for my team, I should expect to get paid what I'm worth. This is next season, regardless of who came in. That's none of my business.
What if
he came to my team?
It's not the work.
I'm getting paid based on what I've done. I'm getting paid what I've done for the team in the last couple of years.
Sure, but you can't get comfortable. You cannot get comfortable. That's not how we all know that's not how football works.
It's time of getting comfortable. You take the last 2 years, you remove them.
He's getting comfortable. You
take these last 2 years, you take him out, right? You look at what he's done for the team. I think he's getting paid what he deserves. I don't think.
But he's getting comfortable though. Sure, so and he wants to add more to it without even doing more than he used to do. That's not good. Like, how can you ask for a high salary? How can you ask for a high salary when you're not even working you're not even doing better than you
based on what he's done for the club in recent years, bro. Based on what he's done throughout the years for the club.
I don't know.
I think it's deserving. Because imagine, right? Imagine we're at a job. Right? We both work at a job, right? And let's say office job. A new guy comes in, right? And I've been working this job for 10 years. This guy's only been for 10 years, and he gets a raise before I get a raise. Man, like. The fact that Alaba was your second most the highest paid guy on your team is crazy. That's bad. That's bad business. That's bad business.
Okay, I get it.
Bad business, bro. And
I get it. It's bad business. I get it. It's bad business. But look, if you think about it, Dan, for example, when this whole Alba thing is because of what happened in recent years, and his salary was still the highest. There's no one. We barely made transfers. If you think about it, when we won the Champions League in 2024, we haven't made crazy transfers since Mbappe, bro. And Mbappe was on the free.
You got Trent and Jude.
That was all free. It was all free. None of that was spent. None of that was spent.
Free. I think they were free in life, bro.
It was all free transfers.
All I'm saying is, bro, you can't. All I'm saying is this ego. What I'm trying to say is this ego thing is a bigger problem than just two players, bro. And I don't think if you get rid of one of them, it's everything's just magically stop. That's what I think. I think it's bigger than that, bro. And you saw
step towards something.
The fact that you had Xabi Alonso as a manager, and half the players on your team liked him. The other half didn't like it. Make that make sense.
Maybe because they didn't believe in his structure.
Bro, first of all, to the point where there was a point where I was asking myself, is Mbappe the boss of the team? Is Vinicius the manager, or is it Xabi Alonso? Like, what type of disrespect is that? And then, officer, bro, what is his name? I forget his name. A boy is a new manager. He has to after every game, he's saying, "Oh, it's my fault. After every game, it's my fault. Of course he has to take the L's on his back. Like, it gets to a point, Madrid, bro. I'm telling you, there's trouble. There is trouble in paradise for Madrid, bro. There is trouble in paradise for Madrid. Big trouble, man.
Okay, hello.
Yeah.
But yeah, my bad. What were you saying?
I'm saying there's trouble. There's big trouble in paradise. And I don't think it's just two players. I think it's
No, it's
I
not just
honestly,
two players. There's a lot of positions that need to obviously be
and I don't
filled.
think if you say, first of all, the fact that in my opinion, if the club says let's get rid of Vinicius and keep Mbappe, that's a bad look. Regardless of how the team feel, that's a bad look. The fact that you burn a new guy and 2 years there's been zero, nothing, no type of achievement, nothing, and then you get rid of somebody that's been there for a long time. Hey man, I love it. This is great. It's great content. This is good. This will make a good reality TV.
I don't think you.
This is good TV. This is good TV for Madrid,
I just
bro.
don't get it. I just don't actually see if you truly understand what I'm trying to say. If you have a player that you know for a fact is way better and hungrier than the player that you currently have, wouldn't you improve and want to keep the player that is way more hungry to win trophies than to keep a player that's just there because he knows he's done so much for the club?
But that's what I'm saying.
That's just going based on nostalgia.
It's not even nostalgia. I'm just saying, if I put in the work for a team, whatever, or a coworker of my butt, I should get paid for my achievement, for what I've done.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be a thing of, oh, this new guy comes in and now I gotta leave. Why do I gotta leave? What's the point of me putting on this working for?
You don't have to leave, but at least try to keep up. At least try to prove to us that
so you tell me, if let's say Vinicius asks Madrid for offer, right, and Madrid says no to the offer, you're telling me he's gonna be like, okay, I'm staying now, and let's say he stays, everything's gonna be good, nothing's gonna happen. I know Vinicius too well. Vinicius is like a ticking time bomb. He says, oh, everything is good, blah blah blah, and then the longer the season goes, the more you start seeing and things start crippling out. And you start seeing his emotion more and more, and then it gets towards the end of the season, and everything reveals itself. So, hey man, I love it, man. Keep it going. I love the drama that's going right now in Madrid, but it's good drama. It's good drama.
Almost
it's good drama.
The end, bro. So say what you're gonna say, and then we're gonna end it here, bro.
This is good drama. Hey, Madrid, keep it up, man. I'm seeing y'all crashing out every when you guys are about to lose. Every time when Madrid about to lose, every time Madrid about to lose a game, they're crashing out for some reason. Every time, just go home, bro. Take your ball and go home, bro. It's over. The game is over. It's not gonna matter. Argue with nothing. You gotta relax, bro. Arguing does nothing. It does nothing. The game is not gonna be replayed. The game is over. Go home, bro. I agree. You had a good game. Go home, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying that didn't you do the same thing? Didn't you guys do the same thing? You guys were complaining too.
Go home. Go home.
We're the only ones that were complaining.
Bro.
Yeah, but you were complaining too.
Grouping up. First of all, it got so bad. I saw, was it a video? Who was it? Even your own players were playing when you're playing your own play. I think it was David Alba that pulled what's it, Vinicius that was arguing. I think it was arguing with Vinicius, whatever. Everybody in your team is arguing with each other. I'm just ready. Next season, bro.
What's next season? What? So that,
bro,
next season, winning the Champions League, you already know that.
Madrid, bro. I'm saying it right here. This before we end, this is the clip right here. My phone is at 2%. This is the clip right here. Next season, 3 years in a row, 0 trophies. That's the clip right here. Thank you guys for watching.
Good to know. Good to know.
That's the clip right there. That's the clip.
We'll see about that. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end the year. Peace. All right, Dan. Catch you in the next video. Peace.